Welcome to Playfully Orange, our conversation about arts and culture here in Central Florida. My guest today is Rory Penland. Welcome, Rory.
Hello, good to see you again, Terry.
Rory, you are an art collector of sorts. I know you had an exhibition at the Orange County Administration Center. Um, Tell us about that.
It's called the Iconic Art Project, and basically what it is hand-painted replicas of famous art, because I know that it's not easy to get around the world to see all the great art, the Mona Lisa, Whistler's Mother, the Blue Boy. It's all around the world, and it's just not easy for everybody to get to all these places to see it. So I thought it'd be nice if we could put all the greats in one place so that you can take a look at them and read about them, and it's educational. People could bring schools in to take a look at it as well. Um, and it's my collection is what it is. And that's how it started. I was collecting. There's a village in Shenzhen, China, where I lived from 2004 to 2019. It's called Da Fun Painting Village. It's in the Buji district there in Shenzhen. And I would go and I would look at all the beautiful art because I love art. And I started collecting. I started picking up canvases and stretching them and showing them to my kids. I was teaching English there at the time. I was teaching art with the English. And that's how it all started. And before I knew it, I had 40 canvases, then I had 60 canvases, and now I have over 100.
Oh my! Are you an artist yourself?
I am actually not a great one.
So none of these pieces are by your hand.
No. I'm not that good. I do. I picked up the brushes and the oil paints again after 35 years of not painting when the pandemic hit in 2020, and I've painted a couple of hundred canvases. Uh, different types of things. I've done some retro art. I've done some splatter art. I've done some uh, portraits of people in different occupations, just to while away the time.
So let's talk about you a bit. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Miami, and then spent my formative years, my high school and college years, up in Lake City, Florida. And I've been in Orlando. I moved to Orlando to do entertainment, to be where the entertainment was, because I'm a comedian and an entertainer, an actor, and such. And was involved in a lot of the dinner shows here. It was called Kingdom, Arabian Nights Dinner Theater, and I also did the Fringe Festivals here a couple of years as Dr. Piranha, Dr. Piranha Super Sci-Fi Theater, sketch comedy. And then I moved to China to be with my wife in 2004 and was there for 15 years.
Wow, but you're back now?
I have been back since 2019. I'm bringing my daughter here to high school. The pandemic hit, which kind of slowed things down a little bit. I didn't bring it, I swear to God. It happened 6 months later. So my daughter will be going back to China for college, and that means I'm probably going to be going back to China before too long.
Well, having been gone for 15 years, I imagine things were a little different when you got back.
Yes, actually, yeah, things were quite different.
And
I won't elaborate. Some of them were
well,
pleasant surprises, some of them were not.
oh,
It's a lot more
well,
expensive here now.
yes, yes. And as far as the art scene, what was it like in Shenzhen? And I mean, I know
I
it's
will tell you
not
that
a
in
language that is your native language, so that'll be a little different than here.
yes, luckily, most people learn English in school there. So a lot of people have a smattering of English, and most things are written in English underneath the Chinese because there's a lot of expats that live there. Or did. I hear things are very different in the last 4 years. A lot of expats have left China and gone to other places. But yeah, the art scene was actually very good in Shenzhen and in Shanghai. There was usually exhibitions of art. I saw a beautiful Renoir exhibition there, and a Dali exhibition in Shanghai that was wonderful. And they appreciate art there. Again, they have the village too as well. The iconic. I'm sorry, the Dafan Painting Village.
So the general population, how does it compare in its relationship to art to our general population?
Basically the same. Again, when they have art exhibitions, uh, it's regular. It's a common thing, and people go because when I go, there's usually a lot of people there.
Well, in your lifetime in Florida and China, I don't know if you've traveled elsewhere. What has been something in the arts that has just stuck out in your memory?
In 2002, I went to Europe. I wanted to go see Europe, and I wanted to see art, so I went to Europe, and of course I went to Florence, and I went to Rome, and and Paris. It was just a mind blowing experience as far as how much art is there. Everywhere, all around you. The statues, the architecture, and of course the museums. Um, and that really opened my eyes even bigger when I took that trip. Um, so I've been back a few times to Paris and to London, and again, that's Europe is really the hub, I think, of a lot of great art. So I hope to go to Spain soon. I'm a Goya fan. I'm a Dali fan. Uh, so I hope to go to Spain and see a lot of art there as well soon.
You mentioned that you're a performer as well. So how about the
Yeah.
performing arts?
Lately, it's just been social media. I'm on TikTok as the man of a thousand voices. Call it a gift doc. I used to do a lot of voices in my comedy act. I was an impressionist, and it's terrible. These days, you just can't go out live anymore. You got to go social media. Uh, so that's what I did for a while. And I am also on Facebook and YouTube doing social media shows. I do It's Casual on Tuesdays, which is a my talk show where I invite people to come on and talk about their experiences in entertainment, art, music, etc. We just had comedian Eddie Brill on the show last week, which was nice. He's always a good guest.
What
And
a novel concept.
yeah, it's kind of a poor man's David Letterman, and he actually spent 17 years on Letterman coordinating the talent. So if he approves, it's obviously a good show. And Thursdays I do General Howitzer's Big Monster Briefing Room, where we take an old horror movie and we kind of poke fun at it. We do a timeline of it in slides, and we just talk about what works, what doesn't work, and I play a character, General Howitzer, retired, uh, and it's a lot of fun. And sometimes we'll get a guest on the show, somebody who's been in the horror movie, which is always nice. That's always a lot of fun too. We can talk about how their experience was on the set, filming the film and that kind of thing. And I do a movie show on Mondays. Two guys and a gal talking movies, and we pick a genre or an actor or actress or a composer or what have you, and then we just talk about their movies for a half an hour to an hour.
Well, you're keeping yourself busy, it sounds like.
Yeah, well, yeah, I like to be busy.
In your experiences and your understanding of Orlando area as it is, what's one thing you think is missing?
Uh, Wet and Wild. No. um, it's kind of sad for me to go up the old I-Drive strip. It just doesn't seem the same anymore to me. They've kind of moved it down. They did it at Las Vegas where they kind of moved it all down a little bit. That's kind of strange. But as far as you still got the theme parks here and the tourism, and that's always nice. You've got the club scene here, which is nice. So that part of it really hasn't changed all that much. I actually live in Altamont Springs, which is a lot quieter, over towards Sanford. So yeah, we've been very happy here, my daughter and I, since we came back, for the most part.
Well, thank you for sharing your collection with the community, and thanks for joining us today on this
I
issue
have
of.
something here I want to show you. This is a miniature version of the iconic art project, which I'm toying with. right now, doing a miniature version of it so we can get more paintings uh, into a venue.
So
So
when you say
Monet in
miniature,
miniature.
I guess we should talk about the size of the originals, or not the originals, but the ones you display.
The ones that are in the iconic art project now, most of them are actual size. So the Blue Boy and Whistler's Mother are gigantic. They're really big. There are some of my paintings and canvases that were done scaled down a bit to make it easier for me to move them around. But again, what I have out there now, the 30 paintings that I have out there now, most of them are actual size.
Okay, great. Well, again, thank you for joining us today. And thank
Thank
you
you.
for watching this edition of Playfully Orange.